Welcome to the Art Project. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and tap the bell so you get notifications of future videos. Today we're going to do a picture of our name, a little name design for the front cover or for the cover of our sketchbook. So I'm taking this piece of paper, which is 9 by 12, and I'm folding it in half. And I'm only going to work on the front of the sketchbook for now, and I will do the back of the sketchbook later. For now, I'm using what I know about block letters in order to make my name on the front of the sketchbook. And I'm trying to make it look a little graffiti style, nothing too crazy because I need to be able to read it, but I also want it to be creative and interesting. So I'm using a pencil to draw it out, to lay it out, to get it started, and I'm drawing real lightly so I can erase if I need to. And you're going to notice at the beginning of this that I am erasing a lot. I am trying to make it as perfect as I can, so it's super important that you draw lightly during this time. I decided I didn't really like the way the line went through the middle of the letters, and so I tweaked it a little bit to make it go a little bit lower. And then I also noticed that the D was pretty big and that the C was kind of small, so I ended up changing the shape of the C a little bit, making it a little bit larger. Once you get your block letters done the way you want to, once you got your name laid out the way you want it to be laid out, then you need to start dividing it into some sections. In the past, I've had students divide it up into about 9 sections, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm only going to divide it up into maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 sections. Again, I'm keeping this part kind of simple, and so I started with just a rectangle around it. And you can do an oval. You can kind of outline the shapes of your letters if you want to. You could do a triangle, whatever you want to do to kind of set apart some different sections. Once I did my rectangle, I added some little blocks to it, just real simple little blocks, kind of make it look a little bit pixelated, but it's freehand, so it's not quite perfect, but that's okay. And again, I'm drawing everything lightly so I can erase pretty easily. Once I had that part laid out, I went around and did another just kind of rectangle around it. And I did a double line, so I'm going to end up with a kind of a frame around the middle part. And that frame made me think of those little picture holders that you put on the corners of a picture to hold it into a scrapbook. It's kind of old school. But that's what I was doing right here on the corners. You don't have to do that. You can kind of do any kind of design you want. So as it is now, I've actually got 3 different places where I can put Zentangles or Zendoodles. And I don't have a video on how to do Zentangles or Zendoodles yet, but I will pretty soon, and you can look at it. But in the meantime, you can Google Zendoodles or Zentangles, and there's a bunch of them out there, and they're really nice. Some of them are better than others, and some of them will fit your drawing better than others. But find one you like, and you're going to use that. Find several that you like, and you're going to use them to decorate the different sections. So the first part that I decided to fill in was right around my name, and I wanted my name to remain white. It's normal for letters to be black on white, and so I wanted to do a little different, and so I wanted to leave my letters white and do the background darker. So I didn't draw anything out, any of my Zentangles out with a pencil. I jumped right into using a Sharpie marker here, and I used a fine Sharpie marker as opposed to the Sharpie pen that I use to trace everything else. That way it's got a nice thick line, and it makes the area behind my name a lot darker. Now, I didn't have to practice or draw this in pencil in any way because I'm just drawing circles and I'm pretty good at it. But if you feel like you need to practice on a piece of scrap paper first, that's always a really good idea. I'm sorry, some of the footage was lost, and so I've done most of my Zentangles already. You can see the 3 different designs that I used. And now I'm going to finish the back of the sketchbook with the same design that I did on the outer band around the frame of my name. I basically just put some squares together, put a whole bunch of them floating around, and then connected them in the corners. You can use any Zentangle you want. This is kind of one I thought was kind of nice looking, and you can play with different designs to kind of come up with whatever you want. But what's really important here is that your name is on what's going to be the front cover, and that the back cover has its own design on it. And you can do more than one design. It's kind of up to you, however you want to do it. Now, in this video, I don't show you how to put it together to make a sketchbook. I have another video for that. You can find it here on my channel, and follow it step by step to make a sketchbook. That is the cover of the sketchbook, and that is the main part that I'm going to be grading my students on. Here it is finished. You can see some of the fine details. You can also see I wasn't completely perfect. You know, there's mess ups all over the place. I want this to be fun. I don't want you to get bogged down or aggravated by perfection. Just do the best you can, and it'll be fine. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped. Hope it gives you some ideas. Look on Google for different types of Zentangles that you might use. You can copy some of mine, or you can come up with your own, or you can find some on Google. And you can find some tutorials on YouTube of how to do them too. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Tap the bell for future notifications of future videos, and share it on your own website or on your Facebook page, or send it to somebody in an email, whatever you think is going to be helpful. And in the meantime, it's your turn. Go make smart.